November. Time flies when you're having fun or when you are in a pandemic, I guess. On this video, I want to talk to you about the five extremely important things that small businesses need to do to get or to help small businesses get back on their feet. 5 things. It has been a very challenging situation for a lot of small businesses across the country. We all know that, and especially us, because we have the responsibility and the opportunity to talk to a lot of them because of the work that we do. And let me tell you something, like, I have seen a lot of business associations putting out a lot of like trainings and with a lot of content that is not practical. Okay, I think we need to start putting out practical content that can help small businesses to get out of this situation that it has been extremely difficult to many of them. And now, just with the winter coming and a lot of places shutting down again and stuff, it's not gonna be easy. Okay, so if there are out there corporations, non-profit organizations, other chambers of commerce who want to help small businesses, here are my 5 recommendations that they really need to consider. Number 1, cash flow. Okay, right now what small businesses need is cash. It's like money. They need to have access to their money. So if they're running a POS system or whatever system they're using to collect or to handle credit cards, debit cards, they have to switch right now to any company, any service provider that is going to give them access to their money the same day that they are collecting that money. Because right now, cash is king. Small businesses need to have money on hand, paper, money, okay? Extremely important that whatever system that they are using, it allows them to have access to that cash at the end of the day, okay? So if your POS system is not allowing you to do that, you need to change to something else that is gonna allow you to have access to your money. So real-time payment solutions are extremely important for small businesses right now. And any company that is in the industry that can facilitate this to small businesses, please do it. Real-time payment solutions are extremely important for small businesses right now. Number 2, they need to have access to new markets. One way of accomplishing that is through e-commerce, is through digital, having a digital strategy, using social media to promote your products and services, having a website. This is something that I've been telling you and talking about for the last 12 years. It is extremely important that you have a robust and a very laser focused online strategy for your business, regardless of your size. Okay, even if you are in the B2B, closing millions of dollars in business, there are some reports of a B2B market that is showing that companies right now are surviving thanks to their e-commerce strategy and for their capacity to close businesses online. So regardless of your size, you must have access to new markets through a digital strategy. Okay, so if you don't have a website, you have to find ways to promote your products and services through social media, through video, joining business associations that have a strong online presence like we do. I've noticed some chambers of commerce right now that they are revamping. They are forced to revamp their website. They need to have a stronger online presence, because if a chamber of commerce doesn't have a strong online presence, how can they help their members right now? Right? So make sure that you participate in online marketplaces, that you join chambers of commerce, business associations that are very actively online because they can help you to give visibility to your business. Right now, if you are selling products, if you sell products, we have a program right now, a sponsored membership by Wells Fargo. We have 1,000 memberships that are at no cost to you. You just need to fill out the form, and we can help you out to promote your business online. We have one of the strongest online presence of any business association in the country, so take advantage of that. We have a really good infrastructure in place that you can use for your own benefit on top of all the things that we're doing. So make sure that you have access to new markets through e-commerce by actively participating in the digital economy. I cannot address this enough. I've been talking about this for 12 years, okay? 12 years, and now with the pandemic on top of us, when many small businesses are struggling, this is not an option. It's a necessity, and you have to take the proper steps to start giving your business more visibility online. And there are many associations, groups, nonprofits, etc., that can help you out with that. We are one of them. So make sure that you reach out to all those that can help you to give you that online visibility. Believe it or not, number 3, QR codes. You know, I was one of them that I thought that they were going to be useless, 2 years ago. But QR codes right now, because of the contactless experiences that consumers want to have when they go to a retail location or where they are paying, at the gas station and stuff. So QR codes are starting to trend again, to become trendy again. And I think that they're going to play a key role in contactless payments. You grab your phone, have a QR code, boom, pay. You don't need to put like your PIN or sign anything. You don't touch anything. You can pay with your phone with QR codes. I believe right now PayPal has that technology in place. Many small businesses are already using it. So if you have the capability of implementing payments through QR codes in your business, do it. Okay, you can put QR codes on your products. You can put QR codes on if you own a restaurant, your menu. People select the items. They can pay with QR codes. Okay, so it's important to have contactless payment experiences, and on top of that, those contactless payments, they need to be real-time payments to cover point number 1, where you have access to your money on a daily basis. Okay, remember, cash flow is extremely important right now, so you have to use all those tools that allows you to collect money and have access to that money on a daily basis. Number 4, marketing. Okay, if you are struggling right now because you don't have that foot traffic that you used to have before, if you are in a big city or small town, whatever, marketing, it's always important for small businesses, but now it's more important than ever. Okay, so you must have a marketing strategy for whatever products and services you are selling at whatever scale that you are selling them. Okay, so one way to have a marketing strategy that is going to help you to reach out a good audience, it's online, using social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, depending on what you're selling, LinkedIn, your website, etc. So it's extremely important that you have a marketing strategy for your business. I don't care if you are selling elotes in downtown LA, you can still have a marketing strategy. No matter what you're doing, you must have a marketing strategy. And it may sound a little too complicated, but don't feel like it is that way. It's just that you just have to have an idea of how you're going to reach out your target audience. The one that used to walk in front of your store, now it's online. So you have to have your Pinterest, and you start posting content there, or your Facebook, again, your Twitter, depending on where your audience interacts and engages TikTok. A lot of businesses are promoting their products and services through TikTok. And now that they signed this partnership with Shopify, there are going to be some really cool e-commerce experiences happening there. So please make sure that you use all these tools. You carry this phone, not just for phone calls and to be like following gossips and all that. You use this is a very powerful business tool that you have at your reach, right? So even if you don't have a computer, if you don't have a laptop, if you don't have a PC or whatever, just with this device right here, you can have a very powerful tool right here to promote your business. Okay, you snap a photo, take a video, you select your social media platform of preference, and then you post that content with the right hashtags, and someone is going to see that content. Even if you don't see any results today, you can see them like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, etc. There are some business owners that actually use our blog or use some of the tools that we have on our site, and they have seen business being generated like 3, 6, 7 months after they posted that content. So it works. Like the website that we have, how we structure and everything, if we wouldn't have investing all that money into building that platform, we did it because we know it works, right? We didn't invest it just to throw money out there and not see any results. We have seen results since 12 years ago when we launched the first website for the Hispanic Chamber of E-commerce, which in 2008 it was better than any Hispanic Chamber website in Southern California, easily 2008. Right now I can still back up what I'm saying. Hands down, we have the best platform for any Hispanic chamber and probably for any business association in Southern California, and probably and we compete with some of the best in the country. But we have a good tool that you can use to promote your products and your services, but you have to use the tools. If you don't use them, they don't work, right? So marketing is extremely important for small businesses to come out of this crisis. And then the last point that I want to address is government incentives. This is a time where our elected officials, instead of trying to put more taxes on small businesses and trying to affect the gig economy with their policies and regulations and stuff, this is a time we don't need you to give us like money every 6 months or whatever, because we know the government doesn't have that type of money to be issuing like loans and relief grants and stuff for small businesses every 6 months. I mean, it's impossible to do that, especially with 30 million small businesses in the country. But what you can do is to give us like tax deductions and create tax incentives. Right now, this is where we need it the most, okay? And everything helps. So instead of you government officials thinking of keep taxing in small businesses or keep taxing everything that has to do with small businesses, you need to think about ways on how you can support the small business community, because creating new taxes and putting new financial burdens on small businesses is not going to help anybody, and especially the government in the long term, okay? Because you're going to need more money to try to help all these families that are struggling because they had to close their businesses. So understand this is extremely important. We shouldn't be voting right now for propositions that affect the small business community. We shouldn't be doing that. But in your mind, some of elected officials believe that some companies are taking advantage of people or whatever. The gig economy, it's extremely important in our economy. And it provides the opportunity for many independent contractors and consultants and stuff to make some money. And some small businesses have access to those independent contractors and stuff, and that's how they can grow their businesses. And it's a good cycle. So right now, and that's why I put as a number 5, we need the support of local and state and federal officials that can support the small business community, like for example, reducing payroll taxes, reducing a lot of taxes that put a huge financial burden on small business owners. Don't even think about like taxing families that are making more than $400,000, because these are small businesses that are creating a lot of jobs in our economy. So just give us like a break or something, give us like a year to get back out of this situation, because we won't be able to do it by ourselves, So any support that the government can bring to a small business, besides the checks that were very helpful during the beginning of this pandemic, is going to be extremely important for the next 12, 18 months. So keep that in mind, elected officials from across the country. We need you. We need your help, and you can really make a difference in our community. And also, you can support programs and initiatives that are going to contribute to the economic empowerment of a business community. So, for example, if you create regulations or policies or implement programs that can facilitate digital entrepreneurship and the economic empowerment of a small business across the country with some of your programs, please do so, because it's not like we don't want to pay taxes. It's just like we just need help with policies that facilitate to do business in certain areas in this country, because there are some states that are super business friendly, and there are some others that it feels like we're going to get to the point where they're going to start charging us for every time that we open an office, something like that. It's extreme, but in California we're pretty close to get to some of those levels. But anyway, so that was number 5. Government incentives in whatever capacity, whatever level, is going to help the small business community to get back on their feet after this pandemic. So, in summary, we need real-time payments. We need e-commerce. We need start using the tools that we have available to increase our sales, like QR codes. We need to have a more strategic marketing strategy for business, and we have to vote for candidates that are willing and open to support small business owners. We play a very important role in our economy, so you need to understand where we're coming from, the struggles that were happening. A lot of small business owners do not have an affordable healthcare insurance. To give you an example, this is my example. My wife and I were both entrepreneurs, so our insurance is very expensive because we need to get the best insurance possible because of the situation with my son. So we're paying a lot of money. Just in October, we pay the monthly fee. We pay over $3,000 in medical bills because I cut my finger and my son had to get his heart testing and stuff. He just got an MRI last Thursday. So easily this month we're going to be spending more than $5,000 medical bills. So we need to have a better opportunities, not just for health insurance, but for other services that support the small business community. So thank you very much for watching. Good luck. 3 days away from finishing October, November, December, high season for online sales. So remember, you must have an online presence and you must start selling your products and services online. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and have a very productive week. And see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. See you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to have the R3 boot camps, the first boot camp, because we're going to have 3 boot camps between now and December. So this first one is what to do to keep your business alive during these difficult times. It's going to be presented by Dr. Francisco Valle. It's a very practical presentation. Don't expect anything but practical tips that are going to help you with your business. So if you have the time, tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're going to learn some very good and practical tips for your business. Tomorrow at 5, it's going to be a series of 3 boot camps for this specific program that we have. This is the first one of the 3, and I guarantee you that you're going to learn a lot. So connect tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow.